Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Williams. I'm here at my home with a special guest, and his name is Sparky. Sparky misses you a lot, and he wanted to say hi to everybody. I took him home from the library so he wouldn't be lonely. With me, there's also a very special guest. His name is Blake. This is my son, and he's going to be reading the story with us.
And today's story is Can I Be Your Dog?
Written by Troy Cummings. Now, what does this doggy is doing, you think?
So he's writing letters, and this is not a nonfiction, this is a fiction.
Because
Because he's like writing letters, and dogs can't really write.
That's true.
Because he's writing with his mouth, and dogs can't really write like that.
And guess what? This is a great time to be writing letters to each other.
And
right?
Next time when we do this is gonna be another one like that's something that's gonna be like drawing or writing next time.
Oh, that's a little
Like that.
hint about what's gonna happen next. All right, I like that,
hint.
Blake. Now, most of you have already heard this story.
Yeah.
And that's the main
and
reason.
maybe I think I love this one. So if I could ever do votes on one, I would do this one. If I could ever come to Mommy's library and vote, but it's either gonna be this one or rock paper scissors, because my mom told me that this one and rock paper scissors are getting the most votes.
That's so true. Guess what, guys? I did take with me home the list where with the classes and the numbers of how many votes each book got, and guess what? It's Can I Be Your Dog and The Legend of Rock Paper Scissors are the most popular.
It's my favorite story in the whole wide world.
Oh,
but
I
there's Mama, there's a one that I want to read.
Okay, that was a very quiet whisper. Hey, that's really good. I could not even
Because
hear it.
I don't want them to know what I'm actually gonna what I want to read actually next time.
All right. Now, there's been quite an introduction. All right. This is the first time we're doing it. Well, we actually had a few takes before this take. But this is the very first book we will be reading to you, and there will be more. And I hope you enjoyed. Now,
there will be lots of books. There will be lots of books that we'll be reading.
oh yes,
And
yes.
like lots of them will be most of my favorites.
Oh, and
Because
mine
I
too.
love reading books. I love it so much that I want to read a book every night.
That's true. And I hope you are reading a lot at home.
And we read books every night.
That's true. We do.
So I'm learning about lots of books, but sometimes we just read the same books over and over again.
Especially if you like one like this one. Can I be
Yeah,
your dog?
and
right?
guess what we read every night? Abraham Lincoln. I go to sleep to that.
That's true. So
And I
here's
still
a little
like
bit
to.
about us too, right? It's
Yeah,
been a
but-
long time since I've seen you guys. So that's something we do. We do read every night.
Yeah, we do.
And we read Abraham Lincoln biographies, and they're very interesting. And I know my third graders have been doing biographies this year. They always do biographies in
Can
third
we skip
grade.
to the story? Because
I-
they really want to read the story.
That's right. And most of you, like I said, you already probably heard that story before. Now, the reason is I loved reading it to you. That was, I think, my favorite story I've read to you this year so
Yeah,
far.
this is my favorite story that I think my mom read to you guys.
It's called Can I Be Your Dog by Troy Cummings.
But I also like rock, paper, scissors. I mean, because it kind of like makes like a fake explaining about talking rocks and talking scissors and talking papers, how the rock, paper, scissors got
I think my
created.
students would agree with you. They love that book too. Now back to our story.
Yes.
Can I Be Your Dog by Troy
This
Cummings.
is also one of my favorite stories in the world.
here's the mail carrier that's going to the house on Butternut Street.
And look, he made a paw mark, so I think that means that he really wants to go there.
Oh,
Paw
let's
mark.
read the first letter. Now, the main character of the story is this dog. His name is Arfie, and he writes letters. Now, this is really good way for you guys to remind yourself the proper way to write letters. And Arfie is going to teach you how to do it the best way. So listen up.
Yeah, and the one that we did before this was, the one that was really funny was, the Library Dragon.
Oh, the Library Dragon, we recorded that one.
Yeah, and that was my first time reading with my mom in this one, and I did really funny. My mom didn't like it too much.
Well, we're going to redo the Library Dragon again, so you guys can hear it. But
So you-
let's go back to the story,
Yes.
shall we?
Yes.
Dear people at Yellow House, Woof, can I be your dog? I am potty trained, and I have my own squeaky bone. Also, I love to play. I see you have a cat, but I'm willing to work with you. There's the kitty cat.
So can I show them the kitty cat, because I don't really think they saw it. Can I show them?
Sure.
So you see that tree right there? That black thing? That's the kitty cat right
That's
there that my finger's pointing to.
Who's a good dog? I am.
Yeah, yeah, because he's saying who's a good dog. I am, because he really wants to go to that house.
Okay. All right. Now listen how he ends his letter. Sincerely, Arfie. So that's how you end the letter. You write sincerely, Arfie. P.S. I know every house on Butternut Street, but I asked you first. Now let's see, they're going to reply back to him.
Let's see what they're gonna say.
Let's see. Oh no, he looks sad. Oh, let's see.
He looks really sad.
Dear Arfie, we're so sorry, but you cannot be our dog.
That's nice to say that they're
Our
sorry.
cat is allergic to dogs.
You know why they said the cat is
luck in your
allergic?
search.
You know why they said the
Behind
cat is
your house.
allergic? Because they wanted to be nice and didn't want to say that their cat does not like dogs. They wanted to be nicer than that.
Now let's try to finish a sentence before we say
Okay.
something. So our students can hear us, okay? I mean, my students. And right? Now, he doesn't give up. He writes another letter, okay? He writes a letter to the butcher shop lady. And there's the mail carrier, again delivering the letter. Okay, let's see how the letter goes. Dear butcher lady, can I be your dog? I think your butcher shop would be a great place for a puppy like me. I could keep the floor nice and clean. Arfie. Okay, now let's see what she's gonna
Let's
say.
see
What
what
do you think she's gonna say?
Maybe maybe
You have an idea already.
maybe the dogs ate meatballs.
Oh, he again doesn't look very happy. Let's see what happened. Let's see what she wrote to him. Look, pal, I've got a bone to pick with you. Last time I let a dog into my shop, a dozen meatballs went missing. Sorry, but there's no way I'm taking in a pooch. Veronica Shank, butcher. P.S. No hard feelings. Enjoy these dry giblets and good luck finding home. This is how her letter looks like.
Wow.
She looks like a butcher paper, right?
He's eating the giblets.
And he goes num 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 num.
He goes num 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 num.
Here's the next place he's writing a letter. What is that place called?
See, the mail lady's looking at the letter because he didn't put it in an envelope.
Oh, he didn't?
so
Okay,
he-
you guys always have to make sure you put your letter in an envelope unless it's a postcard. Okay? Then sometimes on the postcard you can just write the address on the on the other side of the postcard, but letters
So-
put
so-
in the envelope
So
with
so
a stamp.
so if you like do a letter, then make sure that they can't see it, because if it's like a very nice letter, and then the people that are the mail carriers that are carrying it to the house that you're sending it to, they might get jealous because it's so nice.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. Okay, now let's go back to Arfi. He's writing to the fire station.
Number 5.
Number 5. Now listen to the letter he's writing, okay, Blake?
Mm-hmm.
Dear fire station number 5, can I be your dog? I can fetch your boots. Plus, let's just say I know my way around a fire hydrant. I've sniffed out every single one on Butternut Street, and yours is the shiniest. Signed by Arfi. This is how his letter looks like.
I can't see it in too much, but
Now yeah. Now look up close. Who's in the window?
a doggy.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, well, let's listen to the letter. Why is he doing that? Dear applicant.
I think he's like going to the bathroom on it.
Well, it looks like it, huh? Now let's listen to the letter. Dear applicant, thank you for your interest in working with Butternut Street Fire Station. Unfortunately, the position of fire dog has already been filled. We will keep your letter on file. Best wishes in your search. Station number 5.
I think he doesn't like it because he's going to the bathroom on it. I didn't want to say a potty word because
Okay.
I didn't want to make it too funny. I knew you might have shut it off.
Well, we do have to use a proper language. Yes. So he's writing to another place. You see that place? The
So you know what I think I think he looks mad. The guy that's doing that guy.
He kind of does look
I
mad.
think he looks mad.
Maybe
So
angry, maybe.
I think I know what Arfie's gonna do to the letter.
Okay.
Bury it, I think.
Okay, well, let's find out. We haven't read the letter yet, right?
Maybe it's gonna say get lost.
Dear junkyard guy, I'm not gonna lie. You're my next to last choice.
Yeah, but maybe the junkyard guy is gonna say get lost.
We do get a lot of interruptions today from my
Oh
little
my
Blakey. Now, I need to say that many students in my library, they do listen to the whole story before they talk. But it's nice to have you here.
Because I don't really know how I'm supposed to act because I haven't really been to your library during story time.
That's true. That's very true. But have you been to the story time in your library?
Yes.
And so think about that.
But we don't really talk at all.
Oh, really? Oh.
In our library, we don't really talk
I do
at
let
all.
you guys
We
talk
just-
in my
we just
library,
do
don't
this,
I?
We just do this because my library time at my school is way shorter. But but guess what we do the whole time? Like this.
Okay, I see.
And listen to the story and get books like this and read in their mind like this.
And my students, when they come to the library, they get books too.
Yeah,
So-
but my library time is way shorter.
Okay.
But after my library time is actually lunchtime.
That happens at my school a lot too. After our library time, especially with my first graders, there's lunchtime.
Yeah.
That's true. Now let's get back to the story.
Okay.
Because this is, well, it's kind of nice that we can talk to you during the story, but we're also going to try to read the whole story, all right, Blake?
Okay.
All right. So let's listen to what kind of letter he wrote to the junkyard guy.
And
Now-
I think I know why my mommy chose the library dragon last time, because library dragon.
That's right. All right. Dear junkyard guy, I'm not gonna lie. You're my next to last choice. But these past few days have been rough. Rough. So please, can I be your dog? I don't eat much, and I can bark if people try to steal your junk and stuff. Hopefully yours, Arfie. I was just looking up because I'm thinking there's sort of a glare, so we need to master that. Figure out the best way so you don't see the glare on the pages. I think now it's better. And here's the letter, so you can also see the letter.
Do they see it good?
I hope so. Now, this is the way he responded.
That's
back.
what I thought that he was going to say.
Dear Matt, get lost.
That's what I thought
No.
he was going to say.
You
Get
do
lost.
not want to write the letters like that.
No, because that's
Okay.
really mean.
That's mean, yes.
And he's burying it. I was right also.
Yeah.
I'm right with this.
Let's see. This is the next house he's gonna write to. Look at that house. It looks pretty spooky. Do you think anybody lives at this
No,
house?
I don't think anybody lives at
Well,
that house.
he's still writing a letter.
Because that kind of looks like Hello Neighbor's house. It's boarded up and boarded up.
Okay, well, let's listen to that letter he's going to write. Dear last house on Butternut Street, can I be your dog? I see that your yard is full of weeds and your windows are broken and there's a funny smell. But I'm not picky, just lonely. Arfie.
Arfie's really sad because he's really lonely.
He's lonely. He wants to find a person.
Yeah, he wants to find somebody that loves him.
Yeah.
To
Now
be
look
exact.
what it says here.
Return to surrender.
Sender.
Oh.
But very good. You almost got it right. It says return to sender. Sender is the person that sends the letters. Sends the letter. Nobody at this address. Oh.
That kind of sounds like Bodie's Basics. When you said that nobody at his address.
Poor Arfie. He's back in his box. And
But
it's rainy.
he is so sad. He's so sad. But I wonder if somebody's going to send him a letter.
Oh. This whole time he's been writing letters.
Yeah, but maybe somebody's going to send him a letter.
To Arfie.
Whoa.
Somebody did.
Maybe
right?
it's the mail carrier because he sent to everybody letters, so maybe, but except the mail carrier.
Well, let's find out. This is amazing. He got a letter.
Let's see.
Let's read this letter, okay? This is how the letter looks like. Looks, whoever wrote this letter knows the proper way how to write letters. So, let's see and let's hear how the proper way to write letters sounds like, okay? It starts like this. Dear Arfie. Very well. You can write dear. Let's say if you write a letter to grandma, you write dear grandma. If you write a letter to your friend, you can say dear Blake.
If you write like so, you know what I would say if I wrote a letter to my friend, dear Angus, because my best friend is Angus.
There you go. Dear Arfie, can I be your person? I need a friend who will be with me no matter what. Snow, rain, heat, or gloom of the night. And I see that you already know everyone on Butternut Street. I know you'll make a first-class partner.
I'm right.
With hugs and head scratches, Mitzi Whipple,
I'm right.
letter
I'm
carrier.
right with this whole story.
P.S. If you agree, meet me at the big blue mailbox. Here's the letter. Now,
That's the big
blue mailbox. So if you ever write a letter, all you have to do is find a big blue mailbox.
It doesn't have to be a big blue.
It could be any. You can even put it in your mailbox. by
Yeah,
your house, right?
like our mailbox is white.
That's true. So you can just put it in your mailbox.
But
so the letter.
it's a really big one. It's a really big one.
All you need to do is just put a stamp, and your letter will be delivered.
And guess what? So my mailbox is even bigger than
Yes. I didn't, maybe. Did he come? Of course he did. Yes.
Yeah, he's licking her.
Oh, how sweet
And
is
there's a
that?
heart.
And there's a heart.
Heart.
And guess what? He wrote her a letter too. Because
Well, I wonder-
in this story
maybe-
he can't talk, but he can write letters.
I think he's gonna say yes. Yes. That's right.
Dear Mitzi, you know what? My tail has been wagging ever since I got your note. My answer is yes. Truly yours, Arfie. Oh, that's a nice way to end it. Truly yours. P.S. Woof. And now that's the end of the story. But before we end, I wanted to show you quickly one more time the village, the city, or it's either the village or city. And this is the main street. So we can go over every house he visited. Remember? The first house, the yellow house, the butcher shop, the fire station, the dump, and the abandoned house that nobody lived. So
Lived in because
and here is Arfie with his person walking and delivering letters.
you mean with his owner?
With his owner, with his person. Now, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to our story. I know this one was really, really long.
This
But-
one was not as long as the library dragon.
The
Though.
Library Dragon is pretty long, but we're going to try to read it to you too because it's really fun because it talks about the Library Dragon. And guess who's the Library Dragon?
Wait, this story talks about the library
No, the long one.
dragon. Yeah.
So, in one of those next times, we're going to read the Library Dragon too. Now, now we're very happy that we could read you a story, even though there were some interruptions. But it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun, right?